Could anacondas be the larger and greater version of rainbow boas, right? So that's what we're gonna figure out today. If you're interested, be sure to tap in. So yes, essentially a green anaconda is like a big green rainbow boa, right? Allegedly. So Brazilian, or I guess like rainbow boas are the closest, the closest relative to anacondas. So in the whole boa family, these dudes are the closest to anacondas. So that's kind of awesome. And in fact, they actually breed with anacondas in the wild. So you do have hybrid rainbow boas mixed with anaconda, right? So I don't know if you guys know, but there's two different types of anacondas. You have the green anaconda and the yellow anaconda, right? So the yellow anaconda is smaller, significantly smaller than the green anaconda. Just to give you perspective, a full-grown version of a Brazilian rainbow boa, they get about, I want to say like 10 pounds, right? It's like 9-10 pounds. And then if you have a full-grown green anaconda, those dudes can get over 1,000 pounds. And then so yellow anacondas, they get about 77 pounds, 80 pounds. That's about how big they get. So just to kind of give you guys a size comparison, that's kind of what we're dealing with, right? But anyways, back to these dudes. I mean, it's so awesome. I never knew that Brazilian rainbow boas or rainbow boas were related to anacondas, or were as closely related to anacondas. But it kind of makes sense. If you look at an anaconda, just their body structure and how it is, it looks very similar to Brazilian, or it looks very similar to rainbow boas, I would say. I'm not saying fully exactly, but just like, you know, I would say your average boa or your common boa, right? It's like the BCIs. They have a more rectangular like shape, whereas these dudes have more of a, it's like a muscular like circle, very much kind of like an anaconda, but just way smaller. So not nearly as like large, of course, right? But so here they go. So apparently, I've never been bit by one of these dudes, thank God, let's hope that never happens, but apparently their bites are pretty painful. I didn't know that. But their teeth are, you know, they got teeth like the anacondas, so obviously not as large. But yeah, these dudes are pretty strong. That's another thing too I've noticed about them, especially for their size. Like, you just wouldn't believe how strong they are for, you know, being so small, right? So the most fascinating thing what I found out about this is that, like I said before, these dudes, so rainbow boas and anacondas can actually mate in the wild, and they actually do. So there are hybrids that exist, you know, so that's pretty fascinating. Another cool thing I noticed, like it's kind of similarity with them, is you'll kind of see those circles on the side, right? So those are like little eyeballs, right? They kind of like eyeballs. Anacondas also have those too, especially the green anaconda. If you look closely on the green anaconda, on their side, you'll kind of see, you know, these like circles on the sides, whatever, and they kind of remind me a lot of rainbow boas, right? And then with the green, with the yellow anaconda, what reminds me of them are the saddles, right? Just like how the saddles kind of look with rainbow boas, it's kind of also similar to a little bit, you know, to rainbow boas as well, or their pattern looks similar to yellow anacondas a little bit, but the color is very different. So yeah, dude, so this is Skittles. I'm gonna go ahead and put her up, just because, like, you know, her humidity needs to be pretty high and she's still a baby, so I don't like to keep her out too long. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her back up and we'll continue this conversation. I brought out my boa constrictor imperator. This here is Bowie. And I just want to, I brought him out just to kind of give you guys a size comparison compared to Skittles, which Bowie here is a little bit older than Skittles, but still, these guys get a little bit bigger than Brazilian rainbow boas, or rainbow boas in general, right? But yeah, so the reason I brought him out is because, like, yeah, like, can you mate, or can you mix a rainbow boa and an anaconda? Apparently you can. Probably more likely the yellow anaconda specifically. I doubt a green anaconda would work. It could. They're just so massive that, I don't know, the odds of that, the odds of a rainbow boa being able to birth, you know, an anaconda like that, you know, it's, I don't know. Apparently it does happen, and so that's kind of fascinating, right? So anywho, instead if that's what you're ever like thinking about, it it's probably better to get a rainbow boa or maybe one of these dudes. This is a common boa, right? And so these boas don't get nearly as big as a green anaconda or even a yellow anaconda for that matter. And so, yeah, you know, if you want a big snake, whatever, without a big snake that can eat you, like this is a great pick. And so, yeah, I thought I'd just share that with you guys. All right, I found out today that rainbow boas are closely related to anacondas, and I just think that's really cool because I'm a huge fan of anacondas and also rainbow boas as well. Specifically speaking, you know, yeah, Brazilian rainbow boas. I'm not really a fan of Colombian rainbow boas. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Colombian rainbow boas. Like they're too brown, you know, and just not really, they don't really have like that cool iridescence color. So that's not really a huge fan of the Colombians. The Brazilians are my favorite. They just look so beautiful. But anyways, hopefully today's video kind of give you guys a new fact or something kind of new to think about. Maybe it's a new snake to add to your collection, because maybe, you know, a rainbow boa being the closest related snake to an anaconda, you know, instead of being an anaconda, right? Maybe just get a rainbow boa, right? Or maybe even BCI. Oh yeah, also, you can just kind of see the body type. You know, it's very different. Like the body of a BCI or, you know, a boa constrictor, this looks very different than like my rainbow boa, if you guys notice the difference. Like I said, these guys have more of a square body, and the rainbow boas have more of like a circular body, but it's more muscular. Yeah, it's more muscular than like a ball python, right? Which they're just like little sausages, right? So, yeah. Well, that's that, fam. I hope today's video helped you guys learn something new. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and make sure you get more cool content with us, right? Get to see these awesome snakes grow and get bigger, and get to see what we add next to our collection, right? So after today, I think in the future, there's a good chance I might get a yellow anaconda, you know? Okay, go. Probably a male, just because they're a little smaller and as big as the females get. But yeah, a yellow anaconda sounds really cool, right? And yeah, so that does it, fam. Until next time, much love. Blkhippiee out. Peace.